AskReddit. What's the most expensive mistake you've ever made? I was in a hotel. Took some sleeping pills right before taking a shower. Turned the water on to let it warm up. I wake up several hours later and the floor is soaked. I was on the 7th floor. Estimate was around $30 cane damage. That doesn't include all the room changes for everyone below me. Hold on, that's a shower, and the plug wouldn't have gone down to stop the water from leaving. So I'm calling bullshit on the hotel's part for fucking up their plug thingy for baths. Yeah, standing shower. The maintenance guys who first showed up weren't even surprised. They said, yeah, these showers suck. This happens more than you'd think. When the building manager talked to me, he acted like I had personally flooded his own home and slept with his wife. A few years ago, I was working at a media production facility situated on a large industrial lot. The person who owned the lot was letting his friends, a hippie couple, park their bus home near the back of the site, which was where my studio was. The people who associated with our facility were generally well-connected, trustworthy, successful people, so I didn't think much about it, and I became friends with the couple over the course of a year. I found out they couldn't leave the lot because their bus wasn't repairable. One day, the boyfriend told me they found the perfect bus for sale. So I drove with him out to the lot where it was being sold and inspected it with him. The problem was he and his GF wouldn't be getting paid for a couple weeks, and they needed to confirm the purchase in a few days or the owner was going to sell it to someone else. You can probably see where this is going. The boyfriend asked me if I could float them $1,000 until their next payday to buy the bus and to get the old one towed away from the space next to my studio. I had just been paid decently for a project and had become good friends with the couple by this point, so I said yes. The boyfriend offered to give me a broken old motorcycle as collateral, which I appreciated but told him to just get me the money the following week. When I returned to work the next day, their old bus had been towed but there was no new bus in its place. Just a decrepit motorcycle leaning against the fence. I tried to get a hold of the couple but my messages went unanswered, calls went to voicemail, and eventually their number was disconnected. I sent a message to their joint Facebook account and after a month or so they replied, saying that the motorcycle was the trade we agreed on for the $1,000. There were some angry messages back and forth but it was pointless. They skipped town, cut contact with the owner of the property, and I never saw them again. There's a Bruce Springsteen interview, I think it was with Mark Maron, where he tells a story about getting swindled in New York after a show. He said it forced him to reassess the energy he was putting out into the world, since it had made him such an easy target to be taken advantage of. Needless to say, I had to make the same reassessment about myself. TLDR got grifted for $1,000 by damn dirty hippies. My first marriage. Supported my ex-wife for 8 years through quitting her job, getting her master's degree, starting her own non-profit organization, mostly funding that organization for years, just to have her cheat and leave. Oh, and divorce is truly the gift that keeps on giving. After finding her a 6-figure job post-split, she wouldn't look for work on her own. She continued demanding child support exceeding state guidelines, insisted I pay for transportation if I wanted to see my kids, conned me into taking our house back, she got it in the divorce, decided she didn't want it, and bought a new house with her new husband before selling the old one, and figured she'd make that my problem, and then forced me to sue her for custody when I finally moved close enough to spend more time with the kids, even though we had specifically written that into our divorce agreement. If I only count from the day she asked me to leave, we're probably looking at well over $250,000. If I go all the way back to shore, honey, you can quit your job and follow your dreams. I'll support you no matter what, then we can probably triple that. Oh, you made it to the end of the video? Show your support by hitting the like button and subscribing for more Reddit readings.